But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Sick. Sick of it all.
Zoltan?
Geralt.
Novigrad doesn't seem like a safe place anymore. What's keeping you here?
I was keen on starting my own enterprise, but nothing came of it. Nevertheless, I took on some debt. Got to pay it back now. I'd like to blame it on the war or human treachery, but the truth is, I've got my own thick skull to blame. Rather not dwell on it, Geralt, if you don't mind.
What can you tell me about Novigrad's underworld?
Got one concept for you. The Big Four. Siggy Reuven, the King of Beggars, Cleaver, and Whoreson Jr. What do you call a triumvirate, but with 4 individuals?
No idea.
Well, there are 4, and they've carved the city into spheres of influence. Nothing happens without them knowing about it and approving it. Rumor is Whoreson recently quarreled with the others, but I know nothing more.
You've been in town a while? Maybe you can tell me. Radovid and Emir. Why hasn't either taken the city?
Excellent question. I believe I can clear the mystery up for you. War requires resources, wherewithal. Novigrad's a large port with a powerful fleet and a treasury overflowing with gold. All that makes it a tasty morsel. Tempting for both Redania and Nilfgaard.
I understand. The city's walls are high. Its arsenals are full of weapons.
Then you don't understand much. True, a siege be a long and grueling affair, but more importantly, everything that's valuable in Novigrad could disappear faster than a mayfly's dream. The Big Four's made it known that should things come to a head, the fleet's flammable, and any assault on the city's sure to touch off riots, during which the church's coffers could very well be looted bare. So, anyone wanting Novigrad's wealth, its ships, has no choice but to deal with its criminal underworld.
No. Oh, fuck. Don't write it now.
About those cards.
You got them?
Not yet.
So why are you here? Miss me that much? This is no time for chit-chat, Geralt. We need to get those cards.
Zoltan?
Geralt.
Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later. Zoltan?
Geralt.
Up for some Gwent?
Of course.
Tell you what, not right now, but I'll be back. Zoltan?
Geralt.
About those cards.
You got them?
Not yet.
So why are you here? Miss me that much?
Zoltan?
Geralt.
Up for some Gwent?
Of course.
Let's play.
In the chapel.
Geralt.
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck, don't rightly now.
Zoltan?
Geralt.
Up for some Gwen?
Of course.
Let's play.
Geralt.
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralt soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing, too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard.
Zoltan? Up for some...
Court.
Let's play. Seems I won.
Right fucking shock, given your frankly amateur deck. Here, take this card. You need it. You can do well to fix your collection. It's downright porous. Don't need you bringing me shame. A good dandelion for that. You might skim something off your mate, Roach. He's said to have good cards, that one.
No. Oh, fuck. Don't rightly know.
a material world, and I'm a material girl. We can go at it here, or at my place. You choose.
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between drowners and ekamajigs, maybe you can help an old friend out.
Where do you get this cabaret idea?
It's been a dream for years. Ever since we went to see one in Oxenford. Remember? The dancer hanging from the chandelier? And once she was completely downside up, she called you over and...
I remember.
How could you forget? And this place will be even better, I promise. That is, of course, if I can scrounge together the funds for some remodeling.
Maybe the Vivaldis would give you a loan. I'd vouch for you.
Funny you mention that. I went to see Vivaldi. You know what he said? Witchers are no good as guarantors. The risk of premature death is way too high. But I have another idea. I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter Dear a thing. We can borrow the coin from her.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of wine, never to return?
You know, I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your authority. You've got some, you know, no matter what you might think.
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've a plan all cooked up.
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you, I know she'll forgive me. And then give me that loan.
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Irina, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me outside Sophronia's house.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Irina. What'll you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Let's say I agree and go see Madame Irina. What'll you be doing in the meantime?
Something I have to finish. But I promise I'll do it before you come back with the sword. Then I'll tell you the rest.
Let's say I agree and go
Something?
Sorry, Dandelion. Maybe later.
You always say that. If you change your mind, I'll be here.
I'll give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know. What's the hurry, my prince?
Dandelion.
Around me thundered the noise.
Dandelion. Hey, hear me?
Geralt, I'm writing, creating. Incidentally, what do you think of that bit?
Could almost swear I've heard it before.
Really? Doesn't seem familiar to me, but it's only a first draft. Needs a lot of revision, let me tell you. Now, what's eating you?
Ran into Molly. She says hello.
Molly? Which Molly?
One you promised to show your butterfly collection to.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly didn't need inventive. She needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. Give her a smile. Notice her shoes. Let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into a wellspring of passion.
What did you want from Sophronia? Slipped my mind.
Geralt, I want to transform this esteemed establishment into a first-class cabaret. And that takes funds. Enter Sophronia.
I remember now. Gotta help you convince her you're trustworthy.
Exactly. And to do that, we need a sword from Madame Irina Renard's prop collection. So, will you help?
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work, you'll see. Get the sword from Madame Irina and meet me outside Sophronia's at sunset.
Nothing unusual. Old man Newman left me a gift last time.
What? He never given me nothing but floppy diddly.
You don't know how to give, you can't receive.
What's he schemed up this time?
Easy.
Awful hell.
Armed ruffians in town. Scandalous.
Walking about all door-faced, scaring decent folk. Witcher.
Let 'em in, that's fine. Black ones, ready, maybe they'll give the place a face.